named Juan Brea earlier tonight. He's the 2005 Prospect of the Year in Puerto Rico, represented Puerto Rico at the Athens Olympic Games in 2004. And this is a kid with one of the great weapons, Lennox, in a really quick right hook.
It was so fast, I almost didn't see it.
Knocked Brea down several times in the fight, both with straight left hands and with the right hook. And as Lennox mentioned, look at that. When he lands the right hook, even from distance, it happens so fast that the opponent seldom sees it. The referee jumped in and grabbed Brea at that point. He had already been down 3 times in the fight, and the referee said, enough. I'm tired of watching you get hit with Lopez's right hook. That moved Lopez's record to 15-0 with 13 knockouts. He's fighting at 122 pounds. Peter Rivera, his manager, says that's his natural weight. He has no plans for right now to move up to featherweight. Top fighter in the world at 122 pounds recently has been a terrific puncher named Israel Vasquez, who is matched tonight in a terrific fight against Rafael Marquez, moving up from 118. That's on another network. Good left hook by Miranda. And he steps away as Green misses in return.
Green appears to want to start a fight here.
8th round out of a scheduled 10.
And he
down
does.
Goes Miranda on a perfect left hook. You got it, Larry. Good timing, baby.
Now the reason he got caught with that, because his right hand was down. He's got to paste that right hand to his face and make sure that Green doesn't get through with that left hook.
Well, Miranda made clear at the end of the last round that he had lost respect for Alan Green. Green took advantage immediately here with that perfect left hook. Now Green misses over the top of the left hook, but that ought to give him bravery. At this point, there's no reason for him to be backing off and not fight courageously. He just put Miranda on his back.
It wasn't a hard shot. It was a shot that got through, and Miranda wasn't even in good balance to really keep his balance. He had to go down at that point.
I still think Green ought to show more courage.
I hope he's not using a calculator.
Big right hand by Green. He's dispensed with the jab for a moment and is ready to fire power shots. Just as Larry Merchant said, suddenly Alan Green is ready to start a fight. Looks as though Green realizes he's behind on the scorecards, Lennox, and is ready to swing away.
Well, before swinging, he should throw that jab, because the jab will set up the other punches. You know, you don't go, if you hurt a guy, you just don't go back in there with power punches. You have to throw a couple of jabs, keep him occupied with that jab, and then throw your power punches.
I think that Green recognizes
that hook again. Miranda had that right hand up, protecting himself.
Yeah, I think Green recognizes that Miranda is not really hurt, and he's just going to box him here. Maybe try to wing another punch at him, but take a 2-point round and hope he can build on it for the last 2 rounds of the fight.
He's got 2 more rounds after this one. A 2-point round would be a pedestal on the scorecards. Harold Letterman has scored every round for Miranda, but that doesn't necessarily mean the official judges have. Another knockdown might really give Green a foothold in the fight. Another good left hook by Green, and he lands a quick left hook inside. Round coming to a close.
That may have been incidentally the first time Miranda was on the floor.
Drink. How you feeling? I'm good. Good. Come on, where's the water? Listen. He's throwing, he keeps on throwing that hook. Come on, we know what we'd have to do. Keep that right hand up. And he knows he's down. There's 2 more rounds. Come on, 9 and 10. Keep your hands up. Hands up and work the body.
And when you get there, don't grab him. Use both of your hands. That's all you got to do. Roll your body with his foot.
How do you feel? He's done. I can do it. He's done. You understand me? What you felt early, he feels now.
And you were going to take a look at the knockdown. Left hook. As you can see, Miranda's right hand is down, off balance. He had no choice but to go down at that point. See where his legs are? He's totally off balance. And the right hand was down.
Had his feet crossed. He was moving backward to get away from a right hand that Green had already landed. So you heard Green say to his trainer, John David Jackson, I can do it. meaning I can come back and throw more power punches and land again. And you heard Jose Bonilla saying to Edison Miranda, keep your right hand up. Don't let him land another left hook like that.
No, stop.
A little bit more drama now as we go to the last 2 rounds of a scheduled 10.
Okay, stop. Okay. Come on. Sube, está muy bajito. No, te agarres. Stop. Vamos.
Hard right hand by Miranda. Suddenly stops Green in his tracks. Miranda thinks he has something going. Now Green turns around and looks for an opportunity to fire back.
Okay, come on.
Crowd has waked up. Miranda goes at it with a right hand to the body and a left hand upstairs. Miranda believes Green is hurt. Green looking at his feet as if to try to get himself set for one more big shot.
Okay. Oh, come on.
Green's very poised in there, maybe a bit too much poised.
What do you mean by that?
He's just very relaxed, taking his time. You know, he definitely explodes with some good shots, but, you know, he needs to get it going. Last couple rounds, he's behind on the scorecards.
And he might be behind in this round. So it could be important for Alan Green to mount another one of those rallies down the stretch of this round to keep going what he got started in the last round. Now he lands a right hand inside, and Miranda comes back trying to fire an uppercut. Miranda definitely has that fighter's instinct, Lennox. You hit him, he wants to get you back immediately.
Sometimes I get the feeling that Miranda is a sort of domesticated lion. You know, he's trying to box, and that somehow it minimizes his power.
He's limited with the skills, so he works against that by being aggressive and imposing himself on his opponent like he's imposing himself on Green right now.
Suddenly a lot of head movement and upper body movement from Miranda as he tries to stalk his way inside against Green. A little swelling around the left eye of Edison Miranda. That could be from the number of times their heads have banged together inside. Green momentarily wobbles against a little Miranda left hook. Now the bell rings. Miranda tries to run at Green one more time. We've only got 1 round to go. Miguel Cotto coming along next. And another look at Cotto warming up in his dressing room. Again, he will walk to the ring without music tonight, giving his fans in Puerto Rico a chance to make their own kind of music. If Cotto can beat Oktay Urkal tonight, he has a tentatively scheduled date on June 9 in Madison Square Garden against Zab Judah. Judah, a fighter, of course, who's been out of the sport for a year.
And lost his last 2 fights.
Step close and go to the bottom. Get this cat. You understand me? You understand me? Go get.
We're winning. Breathe now. Last round. Jab and be intelligent. Use it upper on the inside.
Round 9 was another round in which, by CompuBox count, Miranda had the edge in power shots, 16 out of 36 to 11 of 29 for Green. So it would appear that Edison Miranda has won the rounds. Alan Green has the one knockdown, having put Miranda on his back in the 8th round. Let's see if Alan Green has anything left in his arsenal for this last round.
And here is Miranda, though he's leading in the fight, trying to make it happen to his credit.
Not sure trainer Jose Bonilla would be all that excited about watching Miranda in there trying to trade and mix it up in a fight in which he seems to have won.
A big lump under the right eye of Miranda. A little bit too late in the fight to be meaningful.
And let me tell you, that right lump came from a left hook.
Definitely.
Yep, a few of them.
Straight right hand by Green. Miranda leaning in inside, blunting Green's power.
No, tiene. Hey.
There's the right hand. And Alan Green was momentarily out on his feet, but managed to stay up.
And let me tell you, at that point, they
shaking his head, and Miranda gets him again with the right. And the question is, can Green last?
They traded right hands at that time, and Miranda got through his right hand.
That was the vaunted punching power, of which so much has been said. Green shaking his head as if to say, you didn't get me all that bad, but he almost went down.
And he keeps looking down at his feet. I don't understand it.
Green's a little hurt right now.
Maybe he's wondering why his feet are still upright.